Hey guys, Matt Bartram here from Warrior Fitness and Health, and I coach busy people to create fitter and healthier lifestyles with my boot camps, my PT and my nutritional consultations. Welcome to this latest vlog that is specifically filmed for the brand new start of the year 2021. We can all agree 2020 was a weird year. Whatever that meant for you, 2021 is a brand new year. It's brand new opportunities, and I want us to all kick off the year correct by covering some basics really well. So in this vlog, I'm going to cover my 5 pillars of health and well-being. I've been promoting these to all of my clients and all of my boot campers for about the last 15 years. They're really basic. They're nothing sexy, and I'm never going to make any serious money marketing these. But from me to you, because we live in a world where New Year's resolutions are absolutely horrendous, and by week 3 in January, everybody's fallen off because they've actually set the wrong goals. So I'm going to give you 5 key areas, and I'm going to give you up to 3 tips per key area how you can lead a fitter, healthier, better lifestyle in 2021. What I would say is try and work on these in the order that I'll give you, and I will explain why at the end. And if you can't work on all 5 at the same time, maybe pick the top one and then move down the line, maybe from 1 to 5. So let's get straight in. My key pillar of number 1 is let's get your sleep sorted. So let's think about sleep basics. You need to get into a sleep pattern. So ideally, you need to be going to bed at a similar time. You need to be getting up at a similar time. You need to get the body used to being in a rhythm most days. Now, I appreciate weekdays might be different to weekends, but try and find some sort of pattern where it's near enough. Tip number 2 regarding sleep is stay away from gadgets in bed. Turn your mobile phone off, turn your tablets off. Maybe read a book, maybe do a gratitude journal, maybe just go straight to sleep, maybe listen to some music or a podcast or something, but turn off the electric gadgets so you haven't got that bright light going in your eyes thinking it's still daylight. And tip number 3, let's aim for an average of 8 hours per night over the week. Now, I appreciate some nights you may get 6 or 7, other nights you might get 9 or 10 if you're having a line of a weekend, but work out a daily average and try and aim for 8 hours. So that's key pillar number to work on, number 1, which is sleep. That leads seamlessly on to number 2, which is nutrition. What I want you to do here, I definitely want you to be aiming for 2 litres of water a day. I definitely want you to start thinking about having some protein and having some vegetables or fruit every single feeding, and definitely start thinking about buying the correct foods, prepping the correct food, doing some meal prep so you don't have to keep nipping into shops and express places and just buying whatever there is. Let's get right back to basics with nutrition. Let's hydrate it. Let's give it some protein and some veg or protein and fruit, and start planning your lunches or your little snacks to take out so you don't succumb to the environment and eating things that you shouldn't really be eating. If we get our sleep and our nutrition right, that leads on to key health pillar number 3, which is exercise. Now, exercise has got 3 key tips that are dead simple. You need to make it a lifestyle, you need to make it consistent. So you need to plan your exercise in, like you would plan in activities with your children, you'd plan in meal times, you're planning your work hours, you're planning your kids' activities and whatever else you're planning. You need to plan in exercise and not just wish it's going to happen. So you need to be consistent and you need to be regular with it. And when you do exercise, whatever you do, you could do in the week with getting 120 to 150 minutes of cardio in, so getting a little bit out of breath doing what you do. And you could definitely do with twice a week doing some full body resistance where you're using bands or weights or body weight, where we're putting some stress on the muscles and the joints of the body to preserve us as we get old. Leading on to key health pillar number 4, which is rest and recovery. So, if we're exercising quite hard, we're probably working, we're probably chasing around after kids, we need to plan in rest and recovery. So rest and recovery, there's 3 key tips for this. So again, we need to plan it in. Don't just hope that you end up going for a walk or hope you end up having a soak in the bath. Actually plan it in so you're nurturing the body like you would exercise, and you're planning your meals, you're planning your exercise, you're planning your sleep routines and your structures, and you're planning in your rest and recovery. So actually planning rest and recovery. Here's one you may never have heard before, but it's absolutely key and it's science backed. Your rest and recovery, you should be using the rule of opposites. So if you've got a sedentary job where maybe you're sitting down all the time doing that, or you're sitting down all the time doing that, your rest and recovery should maybe be a little bit active, where you're getting out hiking, you're getting out on the mountain bike, you're getting out swimming, you're doing some open water swimming, you might be doing some yoga or Pilates or something like that. So if you're sitting down and static most of the time, your rest and recovery should be movement based. If you've got a manual upright job all the time, your rest and recovery might be a relax in the bath, it might be a spa day, it might be a massage, it might be a sit and a chill and a coffee with friends, if you're allowed to do it. Say no more, I'm going back to 2020 and thinking of COVID again. But you get the thing, it might be a video chat, it might be a coffee, but you're going to sit down and relax if you've got an active job. And tip number 3 is definitely, it needs to involve some nature, it maybe needs to involve some laughter. So really start thinking about that. Which leads us on to health pillar number 5. It's goal setting. So you've heard me say about planning in sleep and planning in exercise, planning in food and planning rest and recovery. We need a goal for all these, so it can be really useful to get pen to paper. You pick 2 to 4 areas of your life, or maybe 2 to 4 of the key habits I've just spoke about here, and you say, I'm going to improve my sleep and I'm going to do it by this and this. I'm going to improve my exercise and I'm going to be doing it by this and this. And then you're going to try and move from where you are to where you want to get to, and we're going to work on progress rather than perfection. And if we're not sure how to do that, you can ask a coach for help or an accountability buddy. So here's what I want you to do now. Get a pen and paper, go back to the start of the video, press play again and make some notes. Make notes of the magic 5. Make notes of the 3 tips I've given you on all of the 5. And then start strategically making it part of your lifestyle, how you're going to get those better. Right, your big summary for this vlog. Firstly, let me discuss why you need to do them in order. Science shows if you haven't got your sleep sorted, you will eat sugary, fatty rubbish. You won't meal plan and your food will go totally off, and you will statistically drink more alcohol. When your sleep is rubbish and your nutrition is rubbish, your exercise is rubbish, a poor standard or inconsistent, you then don't see rest and recovery as important, so you don't plan it in, and then you think, well, what's the point in goal setting because I'm pretty rubbish in most areas of my life. And it all starts with getting sleep right, you eat better, you exercise better, you feel better with your rest and recovery, and then you optimise these by goal setting. If you can do these 5 basics really, really well, life magically improves. They're all within your control, and all of them don't involve you spending any money with anybody. You can sit down, goal set and get these sorted. So you know what to do now. Goal set, pen and paper, let me know how you get on. And if you need any help, DM me and message me. I've got your back. I will work with you. I will help you as best as I can. If you want to know any more about my boot camps, my PT and my nutritional consultations, DM me, have a look at my Facebook. If you think this is useful and you think somebody needs to see it, like it, share it, tag somebody else in and send this off. Let's make 2021 absolutely epic. Love you all loads, and I'll see you soon.